Boys, today we are back, and in today's video, I am going to be going over the UFC London card on March 21st. Now, I've seen a ton of people complain about this card. A lot of people don't like this card outside of the main event. The main event's awesome, but I've seen a lot of people complain about this card. A lot of people saying this card is dog shit. And I have a little bit of a different take. I actually don't mind this card. So yeah, let's jump straight into it. For the main card, Movsar Evloev versus Lerone Murphy. This is a banger fight. This is great matchmaking by the UFC. Surprisingly, they gave us the fight that actually needs to happen, and that matters. So kudos to them for actually doing their job correctly. Shout out to Hunter Campbell, because we now know Dana White doesn't do jack shit. Who knows why he's even still there? But we have the perfect main event. This fight should decide who is next for Alexander Volkanovski in Volkanovski's retirement fight. And I think, early prediction, I think Movsar Evloev will show levels to Lerone Murphy and win a 49-46 decision, and then also beat Volkanovski and show Volkanovski levels in his retirement fight. And I think he beats Volkanovski 48-47, split decision. So yeah, that is my opinion on the fight. It's the perfect fight for the featherweight division. It's the fight that needed to happen. It got made, thank God. And yeah, love it. Moving on. Now, I'm not going to lie. The bout order of this card is dog shit, all right? The bout order is terrible. But this has happened before. UFC announces cards with the bout order, and then like a week before the fight, we find out the real bout order. So people that are complaining about the bout order, this could be different. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have just, posted this. Obviously posted the main event, but obviously you see under Luke Riley, Michael Aswell, there's no like co-main event thing. And there's not even a main event like saying like under like Lerone versus Evloev. Obviously that's the main event, but I don't think this is the actual bout order. So everyone that's getting all pissy and fucking scared about the bout order, calm down. All right, this probably isn't the bout order. They probably are just putting the most known British fighters on like this front page of the post. So I'm not really worried about the bout order. If it does stay like this, then it is some real bullshit, because there's no way Luke Riley versus Michael Aswell should be in front of any of these fights that are listed on the screen, except Curtis Campbell, obviously, because who the fuck is that? But there's no way Luke Riley should be above Michael Page and Sam Patterson. But I don't think this is the bout order. I think it will get changed by the time we get closer to the event. So I'm not really worried about the bout order. All right. But let's talk. I'm going to talk about every single fight here. I just gave my thoughts on the main event. It's perfect. Luke Riley versus Michael Aswell. Obviously, they want to pump up Luke Riley. They want to get behind him. He's one of Paddy's guys, Liverpool guy. So I don't think he should be the co-main event, and I don't think he will be the co-main event, but this is a fight he should win. Michael Aswell, he has recently fought, let's see. Who knows, because he's an absolutely nobody. I'm sorry, Michael Aswell. You're an American guy, but I don't really know you. You fought someone well-known, I thought, in your last fight. And I think he won. But I can't really remember, and who really gives a fuck, because Luke Riley's probably going to spark this guy out in 2 rounds. But obviously they're trying to build up Luke Riley. I think he probably wins this fight because, according to the fact that I can't, remember who Michael Aswell is. So I probably think, Luke Riley will win this fight, and they're going to get behind him. Yeah, he had a great knockout. I forget who it was against. Bogdan Grad, spun his chin, knocked him clean out. So he does have good power for the featherweight division. So if he wins this, he'll be a nice little decent prospect. Give him a few more, 2 more fights, put him up in the rankings. We'll see how he does. Moving on, Michael Page versus Sam Patterson. If if you've been watching the channel, if you know me, if you're a real, a fan of the channel, which there's probably not a lot of because I just started, but Michael Page is one of my least favorite fighters of all time. We don't fuck with Michael Venom Page over here. We think he's boring. We think he's a cornball, and we just hate Michael Page's fighting style. Now outside of the cage, I have nothing wrong. With this guy, other than him saying he's one of the most entertaining guys. Like, come on, bro. Like, I would genuinely, Michael Page might be my least favorite fight style in the UFC. I'd rather watch Jailton Almeida. I swear on everything I love. I'd rather watch Jailton Almeida than Michael Page. I swear. I fucking put that on everything, all right? I hate watching this guy fight. Nothing against him, nothing personal. Like, he seems, probably like a great guy, but I hate his fighting style. He throws one big shot around, then dances around and emotes on his opponent. It's the most annoying fucking shit to watch. It makes my blood boil. Like, genuinely, I hate watching this guy, so Sam Patterson, I'm hoping he slams Michael Page out. And this is weird matchmaking, but like at the same time, MVP goes between weight classes. Like stay at one fucking weight class. If the UFC aren't giving you fights at one weight class, then you should just sit out. Like stop going up and down weight classes. Your last fight was against Cannonier at middleweight. So why even take that fight? If you're not going to stay at middleweight, why even take the fight against Cannonier and then drop back down? You know what I'm saying? Sam Patterson's right outside of the rankings. I think he has like four first-round finishes in a row after getting slimed out by Anil Ashmouz in his first fight. So, I think Michael Page will win, sadly, but I am rooting for Sam Patterson. I hope he slimes out Michael Page, but I can see Michael Page just landing a huge bomb on Patterson and he goes down. So, who knows what will, who knows what will really happen, but I think Michael Page probably does get this done, sadly, because I genuinely hate Michael Page's fighting style. He is one of my top 5 least favorite fighters in the UFC by far. Maybe even my least favorite. Like, genuinely. I hate watching this guy fight. And I'm not even trying to be, like, I'm not even trying to be different, bro. I just swear to God I hate his fighting style. But he seems like a nice dude outside of the cage. So I have no like ill will. He's just so fucking boring and I hate watching him. So moving on. Iwo Baranowski versus Austin Lane. This should be a banger just because of Iwo Baranowski. Austin Lane is dog shit. He's coming down from heavyweight and he's just here to get chinned. He's, the sacrificial lamb to Iwo Baranowski to get another KO. He had that crazy like first round war with Ibo Aslan and sparked him out. And I think he'll do the same to Austin Lane. Austin Lane's got no chin. And yeah, he's just a blob. I don't know how he'll look at light heavyweight. I don't know if he's had a fight there or not because I don't really keep up with Austin Lane because, he's dog shit. But he was a heavyweight. So I think this might be his first fight coming down to light heavy. And he'll probably just get chinned because he's terrible. So yeah, moving on. That's a nice little fight for Iwo to get another fucking can on his resume. Moving on. Roman Dolidze, the most irrelevant 185er on the planet. I made that video. I said Roman Dolidze was the most irrelevant 185er on the planet, and that is true. He is going against Christian Leroy Duncan. I can't even remember who Dolidze last fought. Genuinely. Was it Vettori? I don't know. He's so fucking irrelevant. I can't even remember. So I don't know if he's coming off a win or loss. But CLD, he's been getting some, decent wins. He's right outside of the rankings. I don't mind this matchmaking. Like Roman Dolidze, like who are we going to give Roman Dolidze, bro? Like, I mean, there's no one really to give. Maybe a Tiba Gautier would have been cool to see versus Roman Dolidze, but Roman probably would have, denied that fight, or declined that fight, sorry. So I'm not mad at the matchmaking here just because I'm not like, who gives a fuck about Roman Dolidze? Who cares if he fought fucking, the 40th ranked heavyweight or middleweight, sorry. Or who cares if he fought fucking like Sean Strickland up at third? Like the guy's irrelevant. So we don't really care who the fuck he fights. So him fighting Christian Leroy Duncan, I'm not going to say it should be a good fight, but, it's a fight. It's certainly a fight. So I hope CLD goes out there and slams him out. No hate towards Dolidze. He's just boring as fuck. So, yeah, I just hope CLD has had some bangers. He has been getting some good knockouts. So hopefully CLD sparks him out and get him and that'll get him into the rankings. So moving on. Curtis Campbell versus Danny Silva. I'm not going to lie. The only reason I know Curtis Campbell is because he wears a little ponytail and his hair like this. He won on the Contender Series. That's literally all I know about him. I know he's from like Liverpool or something. He has a funny accent. So that's genuinely all I know about him. He got a big KO on the Contender Series. And yeah, Danny Silva. Don't know shit about him either. Call me a casual, but I'm sorry. I don't know these fuckers. I mean, I know Curtis from winning on Contender and having a funny ponytail, but Danny Silva, your name sounds familiar, but I just don't remember shit about you. And if this is on the main card, like if this actually is the bout order, fire whoever's running the UFC, Hunter Campbell. Since we now know it's not Dana White, fire Hunter Campbell, fire Sean Shelby, fire Mick Maynard, fire whoever makes these bullshit cards. If this is the bout order, which I don't think it is. Moving on. These prelims are actually decent. I'm not going to lie. The prelims look way better than the main card if this is the bout order. But obviously, I think some of these are going to change. Mason Jones versus Axel Sola is a good fight. I do think Mason Jones will show levels. Axel Sola didn't look good in his debut. He did get a knockout. I can't remember who it was against because, my brain isn't that good. But Mason Jones coming off some decent wins. He beat Belagiaki. He beat Jeremy Stevens. And I think those are his 2 wins since coming back from the UFC. And he's looked decent. So, and he puts on scrap. So I think this will be a nice showing for Mason Jones. Axel Sola, I think he's a little bit overrated. And I think his KO was a little overrated too, if I can remember. But moving on, Nathaniel Wood. Tell me I'm wrong. Why is Nathaniel Wood the most, like, he must have done something in the UFC to hate him, because why is it his matchmaking, like, this guy has fought so many people and he's gotten so many wins. Obviously, he's had a few setbacks against Muin Gafurov and against, who did he lose to? He lost to someone else, but Like, this guy gets genuinely good wins, like right outside the top 15, and he never gets a ranked opponent. This guy's always fighting like guys like this, like Lucien Kita, Muin Gafurov, Jose Delgado right outside of the rankings, Daniel Pineda outside of the rankings. Like, can we give this guy some like fucking guy in the rankings, bro? Like, genuinely, I don't know what Nathaniel Wood did. I feel bad, bro. He can't even get a fucking top 15 guy, and he's been winning some fights recently. So, and he always puts on bangers. So I feel bad for Nathaniel Wood, but Lucien Kita supposed to fight Pitbull, pulled out because Keita didn't make weight, if I can remember correctly. Or what happened with that fight? Something happened between Keita and Pitbull. I can't remember correctly. I think Pitbull missed weight or someone missed weight. But he's supposed to be a hype prospect. I've never seen him fight. Not a single second of fight time have I watched of his. So I don't really know what to expect. Hopefully Nathaniel Wood wins, because I hate guys coming over and how hyped they are, and they always look dog shit. So I'm probably rooting for Nathaniel Wood. And yeah, I can't give a prediction right now. I'll have to watch like the Lucien Kita fight to really give my thoughts on this. But justice for Nathaniel Wood. If he wins this, please someone at the UFC give him a top 15 guy, right? Please, the guy's earned it. Moving on, Louis Sutherland versus Brando Pericic. This is just going to be another blob fest. Louis Sutherland's terrible. Got heel hooked by Walter Walker in like a second. Brando Pericic, I'm pretty sure he's coming off a win, but I don't know against who. I think it was a decision, so I don't really have much to say about this blob fight. This should be like the second fight of the night. This fight's going to be terrible. Montas Kondratovicius versus Antonio Tricoli. Yeah, I'm not even going to speak on this fight because, first off, Montas, I'm just going to call him Montas. I know he won on Contender, but I don't remember shit about him. I don't even remember his fight, so yeah. And Antonio Tricoli, I'm pretty sure he's just a shitty can, so. And who did he fight? Who did Tricoli fight? Was it Shara? That he had like a pretty mid fight with? It could have been Shara or someone else. Or someone else like hyped in the middleweight division. I can't remember, but yeah, don't know how much to say. This should be like the second fight of the night, third fight of the night. Mick Park and Mario Pinto should be a banger. Mario Pinto, the British Portuguese guy, going up against Mick Parkin. I hope Mick Parkin wins just because I think he's funny. So yeah, moving on, Shamrock versus Kareem. Abdul Kareem El Selwadi, the guy that beat the Hardwick brother on the Contender Series, is fighting Shamrock. Now, I don't know a lot about Shamrock. I know he lost his debut fight, I'm pretty sure by submission, on the Qatar card. I'm pretty sure that happened. Yeah, don't have much to say about this. And then Chanel Dyer versus Ravina Oliveira. We're down deep in the early prelims. Who gives a fuck about that fight either? So all in all, I think this is actually a decent card. Like, if they switch the bout order up, I think this would be a banger and will be a banger. Like, Movsar versus Lerone is a great main event. I'm so excited. 2 undefeated guys. It's going to be a banger. Put Michael Page versus Sam Patterson as the co-main. Lowkey put Nathaniel Wood, Lucien Kita as the feature fight. Mason Jones, Axel Sola should be on the main card. Roman Dolidze could be like the 4th fight. Mick Park and Mario Pinto should be up there. I thought Pinto was in the rankings, but I think he's just outside, probably like 16th or something. Put him as the 5th fight, and put like Baranowski as the feature prelim, and then Curtis Campbell, Luke Riley can be on the prelims too. Just fix the bout order, and in my opinion, this would be a decent card. I don't get the hate. I genuinely don't get the hate. It's a bunch of British guys. They load up Brazilian guys when the Brazilians fight. They load up French dudes when it's a French card. So I'm not mad at this matchmaking, and I think the main event does carry, but I think the main event is good enough for this card to be hyped. So, and there's some decent other fights. So let me know what you guys think of the card in the comments. Let me know if I'm if I'm on drugs, if I think this card is somewhat decent, because I see a lot of people shitting on it. But let me know what you think in the comments. Please subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys tomorrow in the next video. Peace.